Trump's base wants more deportations. They're okay with ICE shooting people on the streets. So much so that ICE is actually escalating their tactics. Now they are showing up at airports, arresting a Southwest flight attendant, other people, other passengers, somebody who was trying to get to a funeral in Texas. And these videos are spreading online because the tactic of ICE is fear. And what is more fearful than trying to go about your daily life, not ever knowing if there's going to be a plainclothes person show up, arrest you, and take you away? Take a look at this really heartbreaking video, just one of the many videos that are being spread online about this woman who is being taken away and her friend, not, of course, knowing. As we know, they get taken away and nobody even knows where they are. Take a look at the video.
My lawyer's outside. I am not impeding anything. I'm standing away from you. I'm asking you for her lawyer.
We're going to be very nice to you and very talk to you very kindly and with respect. You don't have to look at me. You don't have to
say anything. Chantal,
right.
say nothing. Say nothing, Chantal. Say nothing at all. Offer them nothing. Show them nothing.
And furthermore, I'm going to advise you. You're interfering with a federal
I'm
law.
not. I'm standing right here.
I will charge you with 18
I'm not
USC
in your way. I'm not in your way. I'm standing out of your way.
You can continue on.
No, I'm just going to stand here. I'm not in your way at all.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not in your way.
We're going this way. Okay.
Yeah. She's right outside the door, Chantal.
And she's right outside, and that's fine. You can. We're going to close the door.
Hey!
And you're going to continue on.
No, I don't have to do that. Chantal, stop. Where are you? Help! Help! Help us! Hey, you guys, come help us! ICE is here. Help us! Help us! No, don't show me
Back
in.
up, please.
I don't
Back
have
up,
to.
please.
No,
Please back
stop.
up.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You can come on this side of
That's
the door.
fine.
You're allowed to record their faces. You're allowed to record them. You're allowed to record them.
Very nice. Be very respectful.
I don't give a if you're being nice. You.
Okay.
Come on.
This is evil, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Who gives a if you're being polite? You.
I'm gonna just give you a heads up.
Shut up!
If you're on this flight,
No.
speak to them like that, you will not board this flight.
What, you like ICE? You're into ICE? You like ICE? You don't have to defend him.
The pilot is very well aware.
I don't care what the pilot is aware of.
But you have a choice right now. You can either get on the plane.
Wait,
and
you're not in
continue on.
charge of me.
No, not of you. but
You're
you
not in
are.
charge of me.
I'm just going to say you can make a choice.
No, I'm not talking to you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Everybody, this man is harassing a woman. He arrested her for nothing. You. ICE. ICE. ICE.
The woman taken away is a 24-year-old from Ecuador. Her name is Chantal Alejandra Morales Rojas. And her attorney says this, that she filed an application. She's an au pair here in the United States. Trump's ICE said that she overstayed her visa. Well, according to her lawyer, she said, quote, during the last 3.5 years, Morales Rojas lived openly in the United States with the government's knowledge of her pending case, passed repeated background checks, and received work authorization from DHS while waiting for her application to be reviewed. Morales Rojas has no criminal history or other concerns, and the process she's pursuing is completely lawful. I mean, the people who are being arrested at the airport, they know their names, they know where they're traveling because the government, the federal government shares this information with DHS. And so this has become evidently a convenient way to arrest somebody because one, nobody is armed, right? They know that everyone's kind of helpless at an airport. They know exactly when the person is traveling, but also it is a public place because if they know enough about this person, they could also show up at their home. Doing it at the airport does the exact thing they want, which is to scare people into hiding. Because if you think that you cannot go into a place like an airport, then you're not going to end up going anywhere. And that's what they want. That video was heartbreaking. The idea that anybody in this country is okay with somebody else being treated like that. This is not immigration enforcement. This is a racist immigration enforcement. If we really cared about immigration enforcement, we would show up at somebody's house. We wouldn't show up when they're at court trying to do the right thing and take them away. I mean, Stephen Miller doesn't really even hide this anymore. I don't know why there's people out there trying to give them cover. He says they used to have quality immigration and they need to go back to that. Otherwise, we're going to lose our country. When he says, quote, quality immigration, he's really talking about white immigration. The problem is that a lot of people, a lot of Republicans will watch these videos and not have sympathy, not have compassion, unless perhaps it happens to literally somebody in their family, a friend, a coworker. I mean, isn't that the big difference between Republicans and Democrats? I mean, just listen to Laura Loomer. She went to Ukraine. She was there in the middle of the sirens blazing because of incoming, missiles or drone attack. And all of a sudden, she said she understood the Ukrainian people. I mean, if we have to wait for a specific situation to happen personally to each Republican, we will get nowhere. Those of us who could watch that video and know this is not the kind of country we want to live. That's not the only video. This was a situation where actually the people who came in support of the man getting arrested managed to push the ICE agent away. Take a look at this one.
What's going on?
They do it here. I got the ticket go.
What's going on?
I don't know what they're doing.
What's going on?
I don't know them.
What's going on? We can stop.
Two plainclothes ICE agents left a man partially handcuffed on the ground as they walked away from an attempted arrest at the Las Vegas airport after bystanders confronted them on July 13th, according to police and federal officials. Police removed the handcuffs and notified ICE after finding the man had no outstanding warrants, according to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The Department of Homeland Security identified the man as 57-year-old Phu Nguyen, an Australian citizen born in Vietnam who had overstayed in the U.S. on a visa that expired in 2015. DHS claimed they stopped the arrest after a, quote, crowd of anti-ICE agitators surrounded officers to de-escalate the situation and for officer safety. Nguyen was arrested the next day at the Los Angeles International Airport. DHS says he will receive full due process and remain in ICE custody pending the outcome of his removal proceedings. Nguyen is currently being held at the Adelanto ICE Processing Center. CNN is working to determine whether he has legal representation. CNN has contacted the TSA for comment on the incident.
I love a good blanket when I'm sitting on the couch. In fact, my whole family does. This is why we have multiple Lola blankets, because otherwise we all fight over one. The reason why Lola blankets is also my favorite is because I have to wash it a lot with the kids and the pets, and most blankets, they don't look or feel very good after a few washes. But with Lola blankets, there's no shedding, there's no pilling, they stay flawless. It's because they're double hemmed, they're machine washable, they're faux fur luxury. They look stylish. I mean, there's a reason why thousands of people love gifting them. They have over 20,000 five-star reviews. And one of the things that I really love so much about this company is they donate a portion of their proceeds to breast cancer research. In fact, the company was founded by brothers Tommy and Will, who saw it as their mission to bring life-changing softness to the world, inspired by their mom, who found comfort in her blanket while living with breast cancer. So Lola is dedicated to creating the highest quality products on the market. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola blanket products with code MISTRIAL at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MISTRIAL. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola blankets. In that situation, the ICE agents fled. They left him handcuffed, one of his hands. His handcuff had to be removed by a Las Vegas police agent. The man, Phu Nguyen, was Vietnamese, but an Australian citizen. This, unfortunately, is just escalating. We, of course, had heard Trump try to threaten the use of airports some time ago, and perhaps this is just the beginning. The fact is, they don't mind keeping people in hiding. or killing people on the streets. Look at Susan Collins. Susan Collins, as we know, Senator of Maine, is actually in a very tight race. For once, the Democrat right now, Troy Jackson, might have a shot at unseating her. When somebody in Maine, the resident in Maine, was shot and killed, this is what she had to say. Take a listen.
This incident shows how imperative it is that we have a mandate for body-worn cameras that not only protects the law enforcement officer, but also those with whom he or she is interacting.
Sebastian Gohan Guerrero was killed by ICE agents. He wasn't even the target of their operation. And all Susan Collins had to say was that they needed body cam footage. Like, that was the problem. She needs to be unseated. Take a listen to the other senator from Maine about how he responded to that same exact shooting.
The whole thing is just it's a tragedy on several levels. It's a tragedy for the family of this young man who was killed unnecessarily. It's a tragedy for our country that we're going through this process that's based on a phony premise. The whole premise of this has been the worst of the worst. How frequently have we heard that term? We're going after the worst of the worst. We're going to take criminals off our streets. Well, in Maine last winter, they arrested over 200 people. 19 of them had criminal records. That means 90% of the people arrested had no criminal records. This is a shameful process. It's tragic.
Senator King says this is not about deporting criminals. And the MAGA Republicans and Stephen Millers of the world aren't even trying to pretend that it is. We will continue to call out their operations against our fellow Americans here on the MeidasTouch Network. Be sure to free subscribe. If you haven't found the Mistrial audio podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, be sure to find us, comment, download. That really helps support the podcast. And as always, check out the Mistrial sponsors in the description below. So grateful for our sponsors because they don't censor what I have to say, which is so critical in this moment.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.